Welcome to the safe handling of ground beef from the store to your table. Today we are going to show step by step how to keep your food safe and free of contamination. When you are shopping, raw ground beef and other raw meats should be the last thing you put in the cart. The purpose of this is to eliminate the time in which the meat is in room temperature conditions. A portion of the cart should be left empty so that the meat can stay separated away from your other groceries to avoid cross-contamination. Any raw meat that you purchase from the refrigerated section of the store should be placed in a plastic bag like this. These bags are always available in front of the meat section. This is to prevent the leakage of juices from the packaging, contaminating other products. Even when checking out, the meat should be placed in a separate bag by itself. Another important note in getting your ground beef home safely is that if your ride is longer than 10 minutes, then the meat should be placed in a small cooler. However, if your drive home is less than 10 minutes, then you can drive straight home and place the ground beef in the refrigerator. Ground beef should be refrigerated at 40 degrees or below in order to maintain meat integrity and prevent bacterial growth. The meat should also be placed on a lower shelf of the fridge, away from other products so that its juices cannot drip down and contaminate produce. The ground beef can stay in the refrigerator for up to 2 days before it needs to be used or frozen. When it's time to make your burgers, start by thoroughly washing your hands, the countertop, and any bowls and dishes you will be using. Next, retrieve your raw ground beef from the fridge and remove the seal. Then dump the raw meat into a clean bowl and set the packaging aside. As you break up the meat using clean hands, you will see that the inside of the ground beef is darker than the outside. This is due to the lack of oxygen reacting with the myoglobin in the inside of the meat versus the outside, which is much brighter due to the presence of oxygen reacting with myoglobin. This, however, will have no effect on the quality of the meat. The meat at this point can be rolled into balls and squished into palm-sized patties. Once all the burgers are done and you have stopped handling the raw meat, wash your hands. You will also need to sanitize the countertop and wash the dishes that were used. Now that the burgers are ready for the grill, make sure your grill is turned on and add any seasoning to the burgers that you may like. Next, place the burgers onto a clean grill and let them cook for 4 to 6 minutes before flipping. Once the burgers have cooked evenly on both sides, you will need to use a thermometer to check that the temperature in the thickest part of the meat is at least 160 degrees Fahrenheit. This is extremely important in preventing foodborne illness. Bacteria such as E. coli can survive and multiply at frozen and refrigerated temperatures. The only way to ensure that bacteria die is by achieving a temperature of 160 degrees. Using color as an indication of doneness is risky and often deceiving. Beef can appear fully cooked despite not having achieved a safe internal temperature. This is called premature browning. While on the other hand, beef can also retain some redness after the product has been fully cooked, which is called persistent pink. After the burgers are completely done, they can be taken off and put onto a clean plate. The burgers at this point are ready to eat. If there are leftovers, they need to be refrigerated within an hour of coming off the grill. I hope that this video will help you reduce food contamination and prevent foodborne illness. Good luck grilling. It's time for me to go enjoy these burgers.